My name is Noboru Koshizuka, professor at the University of Tokyo, and I am serving as a local host of this event. And on behalf of InPace project and our co-host, the University of Tokyo, I am delighted to welcome you all. And last week, we have made a kickoff event, and now we are in the remote preparation phase. And today, from now, we will make expert webinars. The main event will be our hybrid intensive sprint at the University of Tokyo on March 20 and 21. And from now, I would like to make some short talk about the logistics of the next step. And I would like to talk about a little bit about the topics of this hackathon. I think in this hackathon, the topic of the interoperability is very important issue. And so for the interoperability, there are many kinds of way, many kinds of method, many kinds of vision. So I would like to talk about some of this issue. So you can see my screen. And firstly, I'd like to talk about again the logistic issue. So in this hackathon, the face-to-face event will be held in Tokyo and our University of Tokyo. The local host of the University of Tokyo team is this slide shows the University of Tokyo local host team. So my name is Noboru Koshizuka, leader of this local host team, and Professor Kazuma Hatano and Professor Hirotsugu Seike. And Professor Seike will make a presentation today webinar. And Ms. Nafo Kitano-san and Dr. Hiroshi Mano-san. So these are the members of University of Tokyo plus DSA local host team. And logistic information. So we are the University of Tokyo. So University of Tokyo is of course, located in Tokyo. And this is the biggest and oldest university in Japan. Yeah, very big. So 10 undergraduate school and 15 graduate school, and about 13,000 students and 11,000 professors, and so big university. And the face-to-face working hackathon place is our graduate school. So the open studio of our graduate school at the Hongo campus at the University of Tokyo. This is a map of our venue. But we would like to inform the participant, all of the participants, the more detailed how to access this studio. We would like to inform all of the participants. And so we would like to invite many people here because of this studio, very good studio for this kind of, especially for this kind of hackathon or ideathon. This kind of event is suitable for this studio. So we would like to have a face-to-face hackathon event in this studio. And so from the University of Tokyo, so we will provide some test bed, international test bed of Dataspace technology. And so using this test bed technology, so we have many international collaboration using this one. And Professor Seike will make how to access, how to join in this international test bed in the next speech. Yes. And finally, lastly, so I would like to mention about in this hackathon, I think a challenge or participant mission is this slide shows the mission and the challenge of this hackathon. So in this hackathon, the main objective is to design solutions, so demonstrating innovative use of data spaces or interoperability between different data spaces system while ensuring trust and security and human-centric design and technical integration and regulatory compliance. And in this solution, so real-world impact is very, very important in the case of the evaluation. So the main concept is interoperability. So I think in this concept, the interoperability is very important key concept. But interoperability, this is a little bit, I think, a difficult concept, I think. And today, so in my speech, we would like to discuss deeply a little bit in this issue. So what is interoperability? And I would like to, firstly, I would like to mention about the uninteroperability example. If we do not have interoperability, we have meet any kind of things. For example, so this use case I have mentioned the last kickoff event. For example, in this hackathon, the international services using data spaces or interoperability. For example, we have for example, the 7 use cases: healthcare domain, agri-food domain, cultural domain, and blah, 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 7 domains. And for example, the first example, the healthcare data platform. In this case, for example, the sample scenario, example scenario is if I'm a Japanese and now I'm living in Tokyo, and if I become sick, I'm going to the hospital in Tokyo, and my health data is stored in the hospital in Tokyo. And if Japan have, for example, the healthcare data spaces, in this Japanese healthcare data spaces, my data will be stored in this Japanese data spaces. And if I go to Europe, and if unfortunately, if I have a sick in Europe, and I will be the European hospital, and European doctor would like to know about my health data. But my health data is located in Tokyo. So how to get the data? In this case, interoperability is necessary. If we do not have interoperability, so European doctor cannot access or get my data. So this picture is illustrated by Google Gemini with some prompt. The And so this one. And in a similar way, so this picture is illustrated by ChatGPT, and the same example sample cases. So European doctor cannot get my healthcare data. So Japan and Europe, some interoperability is necessary among them. If we don't have such kind of interoperability, so the doctor cannot get our data. So very, very simple example of uninteroperability. And another case is, for example, the agri-food, so food traceability and certification. In this case, for example, this picture is also illustrated by Google Gemini. And in Taiwan is a country in Asia next to Japan, the south side of Japan. And Taiwan, the very famous fruit in Taiwan is banana. So banana is made in Taiwan and exported to Japan. And for the safety of the food safety, so Europe and also in Japan, we have a food traceability system. In this food traceability system, we need information or data. So how to grow or how to make the banana in Taiwan. Such kind of data must be imported in Japanese food traceability system. But in this case, interoperability is necessary. If we do not have interoperability, we cannot import or use such kind of data. Very, very simple example. And the same scenario illustrated by the chat GPT and also Claude, the same one. So, but the other scenario, cross-border culture, art passport, education, and science R&D, the same situation. But for how to realize this kind of interoperability, I think there are many ways, many methods, many mechanisms for interoperability, and some feature for each method, I think. For example, one way is if we use a single and strong standardization. Sometimes it is called globalization. For example, if we use only Excel format, Microsoft Excel format data, it is very simply realize the physical data format interoperability. So this means in the real human situation, for example, the international meeting, For example, the Chinese people and Japanese people, French people, American people, all people speak in English. So the same common standard languages. So this is a very, very strong standard. Using a strong standardization, we can realize the interoperability. This is one method. So another method is to use a gateway for interchange. For example, the Chinese people, the Japanese people, and the US people communicate with each other. In such case, interoperability is necessary. If we have a translator, interpreter, if we have, so English to Japanese, Japanese to English, such kind of translation is possible. So, for example, in the technical way, for example, the Wi-Fi router, in this case, wired Ethernet and wireless Wi-Fi network, these are physically the completely different communication method. But if we have a Wi-Fi router, we can communicate, we can realize interoperability between two different physical layer communication. So this is the one way for the interoperability, the interchange or gateway method. And another way is multiple protocol. This is very, very, very much diversity. In this case, so for example, the barcode is in this interoperability because there is many kind of barcode specification. JAN is a Japan article number. This is a Japanese standard of the product barcode. And QR code, ITF14, code 39, NW7, all different specifications of the barcode. But we can use only one barcode reader for all of these barcode specifications because this one single barcode reader support any of these barcode or specifications. So in the same way, if so, each participant can speak so any languages for some people. So if I can speak English and Japanese and Chinese and French, so communication is possible and interoperability is possible. So for example, these are the three ways for the interoperability. For in this case, so the left one is if we have a single and strong standardization, it's like a globalization. So in case of the data spaces, it's a universe model, only one data space specification, technically for the protocol and trust and the data format, only one standard specification. It is possible for realize the interoperability. But the second way is to have a gateway, European database and Japanese database, Taiwan database, and Indian database, all different database. But if we have a gateway among them, we can realize the interoperability among them. This is the second way. And the third way is a multiple protocol. If the all client software, all client node, edge node can support the protocol of the European data space protocol and Japanese data space protocol and the Indian data space protocol, the edge node support all of this one. So it is possible to realize the interoperability. So these three scenarios. In this case, for example, the left one, the single strong standardization. In this case, who takes this standard is very, very important. The standard provider is a very key person, a key organization, a key players. And in gateway way, in this case, I think a gateway, who takes this gateway? So gateway people is a very, very important key player. And the right one, multiple protocol, in this case, each edge, all edge is important. I think right one is a very, very have a sovereignty, I think, or very, very, the diversity we have. And so, for example, this is three method. And which is better, which is best, which is good, which is not good. I think depend on scenario. And for each case, good point and bad point, I think we have. And another point of view is, so in the interoperability, what is standardized and what is not standardized? For example, this hourglass model, the very important model for the interoperability. For example, in the internet, in case of internet, only IP protocol and TCP, only these two protocols is standardized for the interoperability. But the physical layer and application layer, data layer, no standard or any, so very free, not standardized. So, but only very small standardization, but we can get interoperability. So this kind of, so all layer standardized or all layer uh, interoperability or this kind of the hourglass model. So this is a different view of the standardization. So I would like to say, so there are many types and many ways for the interoperability. For the what is good, what is not good, depend on the, I think, a scenario or use cases or services. So we expect to discuss about, so for this scenario, so some participants propose some use case or service or scenario. So in this scenario, this kind of so interoperability is good or bad. Such kind of so discussion scenario and interoperability technology is, I think, very important in this hackathon. So finally, so I would like to so talk about the interoperability issue is very important for the international digital services using data spaces or trust mechanisms. So I would so expect the many participants discuss so these things and propose a very good solution or vision. So we would like to expect. Thank you very much.